What's up, YouTube? I'm pretty sure like everybody has heard about the recent Ferguson event, the riot that happened, pretty much the building and businesses that pretty much been destroyed. So my prayers out to the family and them. I hope no innocent bystanders got hurt and all right. But I had on camera some of my brothers, Milan brothers, and a good friend of mine had an interesting conversation about that. So check this out in this clip, and also this is another episode of Street Topics.
You want paper shakes, man?
Do it on the low.
Do it on the low, man. Don't do it here.
You broadcasting your shit to everybody.
Exactly, man.
Putting your shit on
Just gotta go right way about it, man. Yeah, we need some clout. We need that education. It's that history. That's what I'm saying. If we learned our true history about our true power, you would realize, man, that they not fighting against you because you're weak.
Yeah, they fight against you because you're a threat. You a threat, man.
You need to we need to nullify our threat. Look, we black people, and we together, and we trying to work with everybody.
Yeah.
Then everybody like, cool, y'all participate, y'all voting and stuff, cool. Now,
exactly.
but don't nobody want to listen to voting, though. No, it don't work. It don't work. Oh, y'all niggas ain't never tried it until the black dude get in there. Then it works.
Educate yourself. People gotta educate themselves.
Man, in my political science ethnic studies class, they talked about in a number of predominantly majority white states, when Obama was trying to get elected, a lot of black people voted unexpectedly. So much so, it changed. But nah, man, we gonna be all right. Our generation is the one to do it, because these are the generations that most of black people ever going to college.
The most educated, man.
We're the most educated. So the next generation coming up, our leaders, I just need our leaders to be on some real shit. I'm trying to be one of those leaders.
Exactly, man. That's one thing that separates our generation from any generation that came before us, man. We don't have no leaders. Like, black before us, our parents were looking up to people like Medgar Evers and Martin Luther King, man, and Jesse Jackson. Our generation, for some reason, want to look up to Lil Wayne and Lil B the Bass God and all this. Like, what?
When we have to realize, too, I've been noticing something. Like I said, I'm a sociology major, so I actually been just studying societies. A lot of the things, too, that black people don't realize is a lot of stuff we think is only just happening to us is actually happening to everybody, i.e. stupefaction of people.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be smart because dummies can go buy and consume. That's what I need you to do. Keep this capitalism working.
Yeah, take an opinion that's fat. Like, people don't do their research. You gotta do your research.
They do whatever the media say.
Yeah, just because you heard it on CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, don't make it true.
They got our own people hating Obama and don't even know why. Why you don't like Obama?
If President Obama was white, he'd be crowned as one of the best presidents of all time.
Of all time.
Take unemployment rate from 9.7 at its height to like 5.5 now.
Who does that? The GDP rate, his stats show.
Yeah.
But people don't like him. Why they like? Cause he black, man. Just being there, they mind is blown. In my political science ethnic studies class, they was saying we knew there was gonna be a black president. We just weren't expecting it to happen this soon. The book said it.
Threat, man.
It's not, and that's the thing. We have to get people to not see us as a threat, because we want to be hard, we want to be all those things, but we don't want to open ourselves up to anybody else, understand our culture and who we are. Because that's really why the white man fears us, because on the same stage we win. We not only can we compete, we would beat you.
We excel.
And in this day and age, that is politics. We can get everybody to come together. We can do it. But we only want to do it at certain times and wonder why shit don't work. You put a Democratic president in there with a Democratic Senate and a Democratic House, he can do everything. You put a Republican president in there. If you vote to keep the House and the Senate Democratic, they can't fuck you over. It's the game, man. We don't want to play.
Man, it all comes back to education. Go to college, man. Get the best and highest education, get the highest degree you can, and use it. That's the best fight against injustice.
It go beyond that, like, because not everybody, you know what I'm saying, destined to go to college. If you don't go to college, do something with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. We need to put in our culture to learn, to do active reading, active learning.
I'm gonna go out and live, and I'm gonna actually disagree with that. I feel like college is for everybody, not necessarily college, but higher education. That can be trade school, that can be community college. Man, ain't people like what happened to people being proud of being like a master carpenter or a master plumber or a master electrician? Like, you don't have to go to a university, but get some type of education, because if you just get a high school degree and then you stay at home, you apply for a job here and apply for a job here and then complain why you can't find a job, man, you gotta make yourself competitive. Like, and I feel like you said with sociology, we've created a culture in our society of being being okay
Victims.
with just not victim, but being okay with just being
You
being
where you
average.
at right now.
Yep.
Being average, like not striving to better yourself. Like I heard somebody say the other day, oh man, well I feel like you don't need to get a degree or get some type of like certification in order to excel. You can just be calm with having just a regular day-to-day job. And I'm like, no man, that's you putting a cap on your own like career climbing.
And
you
even-
know?
and-
You put a cap on yourself. Don't limit yourself.
And see, I see what both of y'all saying, because the main thing is, because there's people who come to college and still don't know none and got the degree. What you're trying to teach people is the main thing of college is to teach you to love learning itself.
Exactly.
Go out and search for it yourself. Seek his face and you will find truth. Seek him and you will find it. Because the truth is out there, man. And the truth is, that's why I'm at this point now where the sad truth is we could change it right now, but we don't want to.
Truth, man. Truth equates to itself freedom. The truth
It's-
truth. And how do you get the truth? By education. Educate yourself, whether that's formal education, whether that's looking things up. Cause like you said, man, you can come to college, graduate with a degree, and still be a dummy.
Mhm.
Not know nothing, and not
Went to
learn
college,
nothing,
ain't
and
did
not learn
nothing.
nothing. But people understand, like when educational institutions were founded, the whole spirit when philosophers, when the Greek philosophers, Roman philosophers, when philosophers first created the school of
thought.
education, like the whole ideal behind education, it was what we're doing now. It was an open discussion. Philosophers sat around and they
And just
debated.
talked
They talked
about
about life. They talked about
Plato and all that.
Yeah, they sat around and they just discussed.
You know what?
people
I'm
don't
glad
do
you mentioned that. Black people, we stuck in the cave. We need to go read Plato's, the white man, Plato's allegory of the cave. Because he was talking about how we were stuck in that cave. And he ain't talking about, he just talking about people in general. You're stuck in that cave and you never been out there. You don't even know what's out there in the world. You just blinded to it. That's what we gotta change. We gotta get out that cave, man. Learn more than just what they tell you. Cause a lot of stuff about the laziness and we just consumers, we don't know none or no thought or nothing. That ain't even a black thing. That's an American thing. They say that about Americans. We gotta stop feeling like we just the worst people off. We not as bad off as we think. Two, we can be in even better positions by what we missing, like I was telling them, is wisdom. We missing the man in the household. But honest to God truth, the man ain't even got to be in the household. Men just got to be around to teach these kids understanding. When you learn understanding, you need to know both sides, both angles.
The village, man. The village raising the
Takes a
child.
village, man.
A lot of these kids, one of the number one attributors to juvenile delinquency is poor socialization.
Yep.
Like, what is poor? What is socialization? Through socialization is where you learn
How to act in different
norms,
environments.
like you learn what's okay
And what's
not
not
okay in society. How to carry yourself. A lot of people think that, don't touch my child, don't say nothing to my child. They take, criticizing a child as like criticizing the parent. When honestly, they trying to instill some type of knowledge in that child, but that child don't end up as a Mike Brown or as a Trayvon Martin. Because you know what? If through proper socialization, Mike Brown would have never stole those cigarillos, so never would have been on the radar for that police officer. Trayvon Martin would have never.
It would have been easier to prove. It would have been easier to prove that it was something that Darren Wilson was on some shit, because you were just a regular person. There was no room for him to get confused and think you.
Exactly.
But-
And just like my mom would have never been walking from a store with some Skittles and a drink in the rain. Like he would have been like, "Hey mom, hey dad, hey, could you pick up some Skittles or some drink on the way home?" That's socialization. Through socialization you learn common sense. Is it common
some
sense
people
for
would
him to
say
be walking?
socialization.
Yeah,
Some
can't-
people say the social.
But that's like asking somebody to change their habits out of benefit of you not getting hurt because you was doing something that.
See, and that's the issue that a lot of black people have. It's that like I was telling them earlier, we have to learn that we can still, dare I say, we can still be as ghetto and as hood as we want to be. We just have to learn to have the other identity to use them interchangeably. You can assimilate, you can take part in the system without changing who you are. You can still be that professional cat, because I feel like I'm a professional cat. I can stand up and speak in front of people and stuff, but yes, I still may throw the N-word around to two of my homeboys. I'm still gonna be myself. You don't have to sacrifice who you are to
I'm
get
not
by.
necessarily saying sacrifice to you. I'm just saying use common sense. And
Yeah.
through socialization, you learn common sense. Like
True.
I know that if it's raining, if it's cold outside, I'm not gonna come outside in shorts and a t-shirt. If it's hot outside, I'm not gonna come outside in long sleeves and
like that.
sweatpants.
I'm gonna just say
saying
that's
common
dependent.
sense.
That's dependent on who you are.
He's just saying, what if Trayvon Martin was like, he just wanted some Skittles and some drink and nobody took him, and he just
Yeah.
walked in the rain anyway? Who's to say that?
True. That is
Like, because
I
I'm gonna say it like this, because you say you wouldn't come outside in no shorts and a t-shirt when it's cold outside. But yeah, you see your Caucasian brethren around here, or your females walking around when it's freezing cold outside.
And you know what I attribute that to, again, poor socialization, lack of common sense. Lack of common sense isn't
They just got that cold.
It's not African American exclusive. That's true. I'm just saying, what I'm arguing is, do what you can to put yourself in the best position that you can. Like, for example, I'm not going, if it's dark, if it's a dark street and there's no street lights, I'm not going to walk down it if I don't have to. I have a cell phone. It's 21st century, 2014. I can call a friend to come pick me up, and if not, I can wait. But why am I not going to walk down the dark alley? Why am I going to walk down the street with no street light? To protect myself. If I'm by myself, I can do the best that I can to protect myself from crazy individuals who are around me. You know, I feel like in today's age, African Americans and people in general are very prideful. Like, don't stop. Pride is
the downfall.
Is a downfall.
Pride can get you killed.
It can. Pride can get you killed.
What I was gonna say with the Trayvon Martin thing too was, speaking of that, I had a white Republican boss at CBS, cool cat named Jason Cribs. He was teaching me some real. He told me that everybody who Republican not just a bad cat, but basically he was saying was the problem with the Florida thing, the Trayvon Martin thing is the law. It's the law. We not in it. Like, that's what people fail to realize. We not in there making the laws. They gonna make the laws to go against you because you don't have no say in them.
We keep tying it back into education. Educate yourself on these laws. Know that they exist. And as a citizen, if we are to consider America,
have such a negative tone to you. Yeah. Who's to say he wasn't going to, play basketball? But the fact that sagging, we shouldn't be doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's no real reason to do it. And that's
defiance.
The thing. And then we get mad because people, we have to understand, people no matter if we want them to or not, people gonna feel however they gonna feel about us. Whether you paying them attention or whether you not. I was telling my homeboys that people gonna feel, we gotta show and prove every time we come out there, because they don't see us all the time. So every time they see you, you gotta be on point. Why? Because they don't see you all the time. Yeah. Same thing, black people. If they only see us on some fuck shit, they gonna think we ain't nothing.